Hello everyone, Hunter Pix here, back with a review for y'all. Hey everyone, today I'm here with episode 6 of Vtuber Chronicles, everybody. The series here on my channel where I talk about different VTubers there and stuff like that. So, everyone, today's episode, it'll be a double first, everybody. As today's episode, I'll be covered the first VTuber that was associated with Hololive, but it'll also be the first episode where we'll be talking about pretty much going over your career of a VTuber, everybody. As today's episode, I'm going to be talking about Kiryu Coco. For those who remember, a couple months back there, Kiryu Coco on July 1st, ended up retiring, either graduated or retired from Hololive and becoming a VTuber there. So I remember making a couple videos there, sort of expressing my thanks for Coco there and stuff like that. And she was one of my favorite VTubers there, stuff like that. I would be dedicating episode 6 of VTuber Chronicles to her there. So, and now that time's covered by, so I'm going to be talking about Kiryu Coco today here, over careers VTubers, so that, so yeah. So a couple of quick notifications, everyone. Number one, this might be the longest episode of VTuber Chronicles I have done so far, everybody, so we'll give you all a quick heads up about that there. Or at least one of the longest there, so we'll give you all a quick heads up about that there. And notification number 2, everyone. Since I am going to go over Coco's entire time as a VTuber there, I am going to be formatting this episode a little bit different compared to... sorry, what I had the burp there. I'll try to give it a troll. Anyways, since I am pretty much going to cover Coco's entire time as a VTuber there, I am going to be formatting this episode a little bit different compared to other episodes I've done so far, so... now that he's everyone, let's go get right to everybody and go ahead and talk about Kiryu Coco here, everyone. First off, the summary backstory here. Coco was a Japanese VTuber associated with Hololive, making her debut as part of Hololive's 4th generation along with Tsunomaki Watanabe, Tokoyami, Toa, Amane Kadata, and Himemori Luda. So, for those of you who aren't too familiar with Hololive there, how they introduced new talents there, but Hololive started back up around 2017 there. Every certain period of time, they introduced new talent there. Coco and the other members of Gen 4 were the 4th wave of talents for the main Japanese branch, the main group in Japan there for Hololive. And they made their debuts around the end of 2019. And the different VTubers part of Hololive there are also referred to as virtual idols, everyone, as when Hololive first started up, everybody, the CEO, Yago, compared them as the equivalent of... I can't remember the name of the group there, but Yago compared it to a popular idol group in Japan there, so the VTubers who are part of Hololive are also referred to as virtual idols there. So yeah. Sorry about the hiccup in there. Again, trying to be like troll here. So yeah. One on now. We are here by. So I want to take a moment to explain that for those who aren't too familiar with Hololive. Now moving on to more stuff here. Coco was a dragon girl that came from another universe. She traveled to this universe because of her curiosity with human culture. She studied Japanese in a random school. She was also an honorable and heroic individual filled with justice. She tried hard to stay in her human form there. She's also dragon form there, similar to the characters in the anime Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid there, where the characters have their dragon transformation there, but also have human forms as well there. Okay, everyone, sorry about that. I'll try to control here, but moving on here now. In terms of personality, Coco was a very outspoken, reverent dragon who often employed crude humor and swear words, but lacked the direct lewdness compared to other Hololive members, such as Atsuhiro Matsuri. Apologies in advance, I am butchering the first names there, but I usually remember the Hololive members and the last names there, and stuff like that, so apologies if I butcher the names or what, so yeah. She enjoyed teasing other members of Hololive, making fun of their failures on her morning talk show as a Coco, which was a Hololive news show Coco ran. She was also known for pushing boundaries in terms of what VTubers could get away with on YouTube. She would make thumbnails giving the bird and references to the drug use. She would push the boundaries so many times, Hololive member Hosho Marie would name them the Kiryu Coco line. Despite her mischievous behavior, Coco was one of the biggest hearted members of Hololive. A good example of this is when she did a collaboration stream with Minato Aqua during their playthrough of the game, The Raft. Aqua shared her feelings about how difficult life of a VTuber could be sometimes, which eventually led to Coco giving her words of encouragement there that nearly brought Aqua to tears there. She also came to help other members if they experience any typical difficulties, and suggested the idea of a Hololive house where all the members could live together and take care of one another. So it's kind of similar to house different social media influencers have. As all social media as you all know here in the West, different social media influencers gotta stay together there, stuff like that. So it's kind of similar to what Coco was suggesting there as well. For Hololive members there, where they could take care of one another and stuff like that to help each other out. They had any problems there, so yeah. Again, everyone, sorry for the hiccup and burping there. Trying to get a troll here. Alright, now back to the stuff here. She was also very playful and fun-loving. Example of this is when she started the Arc Edition, where different members of Hololive play the online game Arc Aberration. She went as far as to try to find copies of the game for Romoko, only to find out she purchased one herself. I refer to Romoko in case anyone gets confused there. Another game series that Coco had a lot of love for was the Yakuza series. Her love for the series goes as far as calling herself Kaicho, which is Shirman in Japanese, a title used by Yakuza leaders, which is shared by her favorite character in the series, Kiryu Kazuma. And those of you who were familiar with Coco there, should remember how much she liked Kiryu Kazuma there. Coco was also one of the few members of the main Hololive group that spoke both English and Japanese. She would sometimes use them interchangeably. She would often begin her streams with the phrase, "Good morning, mother F word," which was a reference to her morning talk show, as Coco, as that's where the phrase originated from. She would follow it up by saying, "Okete, okete, okete, kudasa," which translated from Japanese to English means "wake up, wake up, wake up, please." And that concludes the summary and backstory for Kiryu Coco, everyone. So now we're gonna go over her history there. So cover a lot of her major points in her career as a VTuber there. Coco was introduced along with the rest of Gen 4 of Hololive on December 25th, 2019. Her Twitter was created on November 2019, and she made her first tweet on December 25th. Her YouTube channel was created on December 4th, 2019, and Coco had her first live stream on December 28th. Be the first of Generation 4 to begin streaming. Coco was off to a good start for her first couple months, In February 7th, 2020, Coco gained monetization for a YouTube channel. And we get later on February 7th, February 14th, she gained over 200,000 subscribers in less than 2 months after her debut. So you all see she was getting quite the growth in the first couple of months there. So yeah. Things were going pretty well for Coco. She would have her first major bump ever to her career, as on April 18th, 2020, Coco would temporarily lose her ability to live stream on YouTube. From what I remember, it was mainly due to the strong language Coco would use during her Ask Coco live streams. But this wouldn't last very long, as she would regain the ability to live stream on her channel on April 23rd. On June 22nd, 2020, Coco announced that she would be getting a 3D model. And she would have her first 3D debut on June 27th, be the first of the Gen 4 members to have her debut. Her 3D debut there. Everybody, I remember this live stream by it. It was the first 3 live stream there for Hololive. I tuned into entirely there. I remember watching some clips before there from some other members there from their 3 debuts. But Coco's was the first where I watched from beginning to end there while it was live, and had a lot of fun watching it there. And still consider one of my favorite live streams overall from Hololive there. So yeah, I have fond memories of that with everybody. So yeah. Her 3 debut would also set new records for the time, being the first 3 debut stream to get over 100,000 viewers, and her 3 debut becoming the number 1 hashtag on Twitter for a good while. So it was a big event for Coco there and Hololive there. So yeah, things were going pretty well for Coco. The aftermath of her 3 debut. But she would then hit her next big bump in her VTuber career, as on September 27th, 2020, Hololive announced that Coco and Gen 1 member Akai Hato would be suspended for Twitter and YouTube for 3 weeks. This will take a little bit, everybody, to explain here, but I'll try to keep it summarized as I could there. As for the reason why, it was because Coco and Hato were looking at links from their YouTube channels and displayed different countries and showed the origins, different viewers there, which countries they came from, and stuff like that. The analytics recognized Taiwan as a country there. This had the fans of Hololive in China upset, as Taiwan is not recognized as its own country and is considered part of China. To give you all who aren't too knowledgeable about this, here's a very brief lesson in Chinese history. After the events of World War II, and China became a free country again, there were 2 different sides that had different ideas on how to run the country. Those 2 sides were the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party, and the ROC, Republic of China. The 2 sides were unable to compromise. This eventually led to a 3-year war, with the CCP winning in the end. They gained control over the majority of the land in China, while the ROC went to an island between China and Japan, where they decided to form their own laws separate from mainland China. This region would eventually be known as Taiwan. But despite having its own laws and government, Taiwan was still recognized as part of China by the majority of countries of the world, including China itself. As far as I know, there's only about 13 countries total that recognize Taiwan as its own country there. So when someone refers to Taiwan as its own country, it doesn't sit well with different people in China. While not all the fans of Hololive in China acted this way, a good number of them were upset with Coco and Hato for acknowledging Taiwan as its own country, despite the fact that they were simply reading the statistics provided by the YouTube analytics. So, in that case, they should have been mad at YouTube and Google since they were the ones who had the analytics there. So, yeah. All Coco and Hato did was read what was on the screen there. So, yeah. Nevertheless, Cover Corp and Hololive tried their best to handle the matter by announcing the 3-week suspension for Coco and Hato. But once the news spread outside of China, that got the fans outside of China annoyed, and felt like Cover were too harsh on Coco and Hato. They tried to have a coherent explanation as for reasoning of their decision, but each message for each country contradicted one another there. Cover Corp, which everyone Cover Corp I should have explained earlier, but Cover Corp's the parent company for Hololive there, so yeah. So they're kind of like the main company that's in charge of Hololive there, so yeah. So, sorry for not explaining that earlier there, but it was everyone. Cover Corp eventually apologized for the mishandling of the situation and said that they would try to protect their talents while also respecting the cultures of different countries and have a more clear explanation for situations like this going forward. For my quick 2 cents on the situation, Cover Corp was pretty much a lose-lose situation, and they were going to get at least one side upset with them. But with that being said, I felt like they could have handled this situation a whole lot better if they had more time to prepare for their responses and had better communication with different branches there. But things would calm down as time passed, and Cover Corp didn't really suffer any major losses except for in China, where I haven't heard anything recently in regards of a Cover Corp and Hololive doing business in China there. And as I brought up in my Hololive member tier list video, the Hololive China branch did eventually shut down, and unfortunately, everyone who was a part of that the branch was let go. That's all I have to say on the matter there. Back to Coco, her and Hato eventually returned to streaming after their suspension and was up. Their suspension was up. Coco, she made her return on October 19, 2019, with a new episode of As a Coco, as well as announcing that her channel passed 700,000 subscribers during her absence. And things were were there for Coco there for a little bit until November 27th. Coco announced she would be taking a brief hiatus to protect herself. As for the reasons why, a lot of people came to the conclusion it was because of a small group of individuals that decided to start random attacks on Coco online sometime after the previous incident I brought up, which was the incident with China there, somebody had Hololive, somebody there, so yeah. However, the hiatus wouldn't last too long, as Coco returned streaming on December 14, 2020. Got off time in 2020 time in 2021. On December 2019, the Hololive Twitter announced that Coco, along with 8 other members of Hololive, would reveal New Year's outfits, which is something that Hololive does there to celebrate the New Year there and have new outfit reveals for different members there associated with Hololive. So yeah. On January 1st, Coco showed off her new kimono, her New Year kimono there. She showed off her kimono there. Like I said, one of the outfits there that the Hololive members wear and celebrate the New Year there and stuff like that. So yeah. Coco 2021 will continue to go strong as on January 11th. Coco would pass 900,000 subscribers on YouTube. And on February 7th, 2021, she debuted an updated version of her 2D model. This new version had more movement compared to the first one. It gave Coco a nose where she previously didn't have one. I remember that. Remember people commented on that there previous in our original 2D model there. So yeah, February continued to be a big month for Coco, as on February 15th, she would be the first of the Gen 4 bearers to reveal her 3D idol outfit. And 2 days later, on February 17th, Coco would reach 1 million subscribers, becoming the 7th member of the main Hololive group to reach that milestone, and the first one of Generation 4 to reach it. Things were going pretty well for Coco, or at least that was assumed for a while. But we'll go to that here in a bit. On April 8th, 2021, Coco revealed another minor update to her 2D model, where she was able to wear glasses with it. Later in April, Hololive announced that Coco would reveal her third 2D outfit. Her new attire included a red jacket, a white strapless blouse that was underneath the jacket, a necklace with a jewel on it that's similar to the one on her standard attire, and high black socks. She also had twin tails with black ribbons that came with the outfit. And did break worse that her outfit had similarities to her joke character, Coco Cade, who sometimes shows up during Coco streams and is recognized as the only member of Hololive USA. Although they seemed to be jolly for Coco, that would change for a period, as on June 9th, 2021, Coco would announce that she would be graduated and leave the Hololive on July 1st. Also announced that she would have a farewell live stream that day before leaving. As for the reasons why, Coco initially said it was due to personal reasons, with a post from Cover Corp clarifying that it was Coco's decision to graduate and they planned on respecting her wishes. They also stated that for the time being, they planned on leaving Coco's content on her channel when she graduated, but the members only content would disappear after channel is not monetizable anymore. And one of the reasons I say for the time being by is that I've been hearing conflicted things there from different people there, is that eventually, at the time I was recording here, Coco's content, all of her previous live streams and stuff like that there, are still available on her YouTube channel there, but Hololive would eventually get rid of it and put all of it to private there once it's reached the end of September. So, like I said, I've heard conflicted things about it there, but it's just one of those things we'll have to wait and see more time until we see which is there, which is true. But from Cover Corp's initial statement there, they said that they were only going to be shutting down the membership only content there, and to leave her channel up, or channel content up there. So, but like I said, we'll wait and see to see what happens there. So yeah. Over the next few weeks, people did learn a couple more reasons as to why Coco decided to retire. First was on a live stream with my Kanata there, where Kanata kind of discussed different things there regarding the situation, since her and Coco are roommates there. It's flat. And she would say a couple things, such as her and Coco will still be roommates after she graduates, and she'll still be brought up by different members there of Hololive as well. So, and she addressed that there because there were people who had concerns there that Coco was going to get blacklisted there, not be brought up for future stuff there, since there was one incident there I can't remember her name. There was one genuine member there that kind of got involved in a pretty bad scenario there, and she was pretty much not brought up again there after the incident. Or I only found a bit of information about her is on the VTuber wiki page there about her. So I can't remember her name, but yeah, she is that. Yeah, people thought it would be some kind of similar incident there. So yeah, but cannot explain that would not be the case there, and Coco will still be brought up there even after she graduates, and her and Coco are still gonna be roommates even after she graduates that there. So. Although one part cannot essentially confirm that part of Coco's decision to leave was because of the small group of individuals that tried to harass her from time to time. Although Coco was able to most ignore the group most of the time, there were some moments where they got to her there with probably the most notable one example. Most notable example is when Coco started crying during one of her live streams. It got so bad, Kanata had to help comfort her. Eventually, Coco would live stream there. Although she did go on to Twitter and tell people that she was doing much better and apologize for having people so worried. When I got closer to graduation there, Coco all revealed another reason as to why she decided to graduate was because she was feeling unhappy at certain points. She would clarify by saying she was starting to compare herself with other members of Hololive there, felt like she was missing out on different opportunities. She would explain herself more, saying that once she starts to compare herself to others there, it feels like she's not doing as good as them, then she doesn't have fun doing what she likes to do anymore. But despite all of that there, Coco wanted to make her final month in a memorable one, and wanted the different members of Hololive and all the fans to stay positive and send her off happy. And that's what ended up happening there. So as everybody tries to stay positive there, I'll see Coco happily there. So on June 16th or 17th, 2020, Coco hosted a countdown live stream to her birthday, which had hours of viewership of 35,000 people tuning in to the live stream. On the following live stream, Coco had her 3-day birthday stream, celebration stream. They kicked off with the one-off return of Coco as Coco discontinued the series for undisclosed reasons at a while before. She also had her 3D. She also had her debut on the Hololive performance stage, where she debuted her original song with her hackers. That's her birth there. I remember also one other part there before Coco had her performance there. She received a video there for Watanabe there, and Watanabe pretty much showed her appreciation there. She was gonna miss Coco there so that, and Coco was not aware about this there, and she eventually brought her tears to that there, but she thanked Watanabe there and stuff like that. So, I remember that moment there. It was a nice moment there for her birthday stream. Alright, back to the stuff here before they started getting a little teary eyed. On June 22nd, the Hololive Twitter page announced that there'll be a new alpha reveal for Coco as part of her 1 million subscriber celebration. On the following day, on June 23rd, Coco debuted her new outfit there. It was a dragon hoodie based on her dragon form in her introduction video there. When Coco first debuted there, she had a thing there where a dragon popped out of an egg there's fat, so the design of her hoodie outfit was based on that there, so On June 27th, Coco released the music video for her song with her hackers. On the following day, on June 28th, Coco released her cover of the song Fansa by Honeyworks. But then, the day came on July 1st, 2021, Coco had her final live stream on YouTube. Throughout the stream, Coco had a chance to talk to all the different members of Hololive there, and they shared their first impressions of Coco, wherever they first heard about her, and shared some of their favorite memories, and they had with her there. So and with the senior members of Hololive, from Gens 0 to 3, then Generation 5, the Gen 5 members, then the Hololive EN members, and Hololive Indonesia, and finally came to Coco's fellow Gen 4 members there. The Gen 4 members had the opportunity to write farewell letters to share with Coco. The first one to read their letter here was from Tommy. She read her letter expressing how close she considered Coco and how she helped her feel confident about herself. She told Coco thanks to her, she said she would stay there while sitting, since she was sitting there. She eventually stayed up there. Her Coco overseed. I was saying up there, so yeah, tell me include what she said and say with this here. I'll directly quote her here. I can say this with confidence. Then, so I had a pretty much clear thing there. So, so, some brief summary there from what tell me there. She kept felt confident there, so that thanks to Coco there. So, then came Luda's turn. She didn't have time to write a letter down, so instead she drew a picture for Coco that said, "I love you, Coco." And the picture was Coco's face along with different objects or Zig. The other Gen 4 members, which had Kanata's star, shaped Talo, Watame's horns, Toa's hat Bibi, and Luda's crown. Next was Toa's turn. She shared what she wrote down and reminisced all the good times everyone had with one another. She wrote down that the fourth generation may look like it only has 4 members from now on, but there will always be five of them, and she will continue to work hard as one of them. And she eventually lost control of her tears, emotionally silenced her when the room included Coco. So brief moment or two had to she couldn't hold it in there, so she was understandable due to the situation. They came to the last of the Gen 4 members, Kanata. She compared her relationship with Coco as similar to an old couple who have been married together forever. She would go on to state, I'll directly quote her here. "I've seen you putting on a brave face and pretend everything was fine during the hard times. Reality, you were worrying about load. I've seen you bring prosperity the whole life. I'll never forget any of it. You did a really, really good job. I love you more than anyone. Kinda Coco forever is forever. Let's keep it going." So I was, Kanata said there, kind of Coco there. I was kind of thing there. People had put together for Kanata and Coco there. So I can't remember how closely words stuff like that. So Coco's farewell stream would conclude with a live 3 concert with her and the other Gen 4 members. They first sung and danced to the popular Hololive song Shy Smiley's Story. Then so far the only collaborated song from Gen 4, Kiseki Musubi. And finally, Coco ended the stream with her song Weather Hackers. During her performance on the song, Coco said her final farewell to her fellow Gen 4 members as they walked off the stage. And she gave one final bow, say farewell to the viewers of the stream. Coco's farewell stream managed to. Sorry, what? Sorry, what that. Keep it back there for a sec. That's how Coco's stream would conclude there. Coco's farewell stream managed to peak at 491,000 concurrent viewers, making it the most simultaneous viewed live stream in Hololive in VTuber history. Sure, after her last stream, Coco tweeted her final tweet there saying goodbye for the last time, and changed her profile from Hololive Generation 4 to Hololive Graduate. Her profile on Hololive was also updated, with Coco being the first and so farly graduated member of Hololive still up and moved to the alumni section, whereas other 4 members of Hololive had their profiles removed after graduating. Last of her profiles that was updated to graduate member of last of her profiles that was updated to graduate member was the about section of her YouTube channel. While Coco is no longer active, her content is still up our channel for tapping it again. So I'm waiting to see if they'll remain or it will be taken down over time. And her Twitter and Reddit pages are still accessible. On the next day after Coco's graduation, on July 2nd, Hololive uploaded Coco's performance of Weather Hackers as its own video, as there were parts of her farewell stream that had glitches in it because of YouTube. Even though she's no longer active, Coco still freely interacts with different members of Hololive. For a recent example, upon Akai Hato's return, after she had about a month hiatus there, she brought up that a conversation she had with Coco and Kanata motivated her to come back to streaming. There was so everyone, even though Coco is not active anymore, she still is talking to different members of Hololive there, so yeah. It's still brought up there, so yeah. Now everyone on to the next part by that being impact and other career highlights Coco had there. Well, Coco might not have been sorry, what had my hiccup in there. Well, Coco might not have been active for a long time. Only being active for December 2018 to July 2021. She'll go down as one of the most impactful VTubers. During her time, she gained over 1.4 million subscribers on her YouTube channel and gained over 113,000 followers on Twitter. Plus, she played a massive role into helping Hololive getting the national audience there. And some things she did, content-wise, has continued with the new host, or something similar to it there. Mainly the Red Me review, which has been handed over to Kai Hato. I've been seeing her doing it now. It's kind of like passing the torch there. And Amelia Watson from Hololive Ian recently debuted a news show with a similar format to Kiryu Coco's news show as a Coco. Speaking of which, even though Coco has denied being involved with the creation of Hololive Ian, it's safe to say that she was a big inspiration for Hololive to open up that branch in terms of that branch there. So everybody, I remember, Coco, she was on, yeah. I read something myself previously. Where Coco, she was like a gateway for different people into VTuber community there. I remember, also during the time of graduation there, a lot of different people who were VTubers there, who are VTubers, and they like Coco was a big inspiration to them there, stuff like that. So she met a lot of different people there. They were VTubers there, or just simply a fan. So sorry about the birth there, but yeah, Coco, she like I said, even though she may not have the longest career as a VTuber, she definitely gonna be going down as one of the most impactful ones there. So everyone, in terms of uh, everyone, last little thing I'll go over here real quick is like collaborations. In terms of collaborations, Coco had played collaborations with other VTubers. Of course, she collaborated with almost everyone associated with Hololive there, whether it be just her and another member there, or a giant group collaboration there. Gyoko had pretty much had a chance to collaborate with a lot of people there, not just the main group there, but also with a lot of different people at Hololive Indonesia there, as well as Hololive EN as well. So there was only a very small handful of members there that she did not interact with there in terms of collaborations there. She didn't collaborate with there as mainly due to scheduling issues there. But she got along pretty well with just about everybody at Hololive there. So yeah. She did different stream. She did go collaboration there from gaming live streams to 3 streams, or appear as a guest for a special event, or can we having them appear on the Red Meat reviews there? And all those things she did there. Yeah. I believe it started around the second episode there where Coco would have a co-host there for the episode, a guest host, and they will review different memes for the Reddit page for Hololive there and that. So yeah. And while there wasn't a lot of them, Coco did have some collaborations with VTubers outside of Hololive there. With probably the most well-known collab she had was with Tamaki Uyama from the Rio Pro. And as I brought up in my previous episode, Coco did try to arrange a collaboration with Project Melody from V Shoujo. Like I said, my last episode on Project Melody, this was before she joined up with V Shoujo there. Her Coco got along pretty well there, and they became friends there, and they tried to arrange a collab there, but proposal was shut down. But that would kind of lay the predecessor there, and we would see collaborations there with members of Hololive and Shoujo there, with the Natasha Theaters and Takanashi Kiara doing a gaming live stream together, and Iron Mouse and Mori Calliope doing a Q&A stream together. So, and as for last of the collabs there, I'll bring up. So some people will debate if this counts or not, but I kind of count it there. But so, Joko also had a chance to work with Coefficient, who's known for being a part of the fighting game community there, but was brought into the VTuber community after the reactions to different VTubers, including those from Hololive. When he got to Hololive there, Coco quickly became one of his favorites, and it wouldn't take long for Coefficient to get noticed by Coco, as he did a reaction to Coco's 3 debut there. One of the most notable moments of his reaction there is when Coefficient complimented Coco's dance skills there, and especially with the movements of her hips. The video version of the reaction got Coco's attention and was featured on Asa Coco. Eventually, led to Coco following Coco Fisher on Twitter, and the two became acquainted with one another. And Coco Fisher will get the nickname the Hitman, so because of that there. So the next big interaction between the two would happen not too long after Coco started her Ready to Be review show. Coco Fisher found out about it. He decided to make a meme post himself of his own there, or shit posting. Well, his meme didn't get featured as far as I know. Coco Fisher did get another opportunity to be featured on As a Coco. At least I'm pretty sure it was As a Coco that this got featured on them. Whatever was part of a skit Coco planned, eventually Coco brought out Coco Fisher on As a Coco and expressed disappointment that he was trying to make a shit post. Then she goes on to show a video for Coco Fisher. Basically, the video was Coco Fisher promoting the As a Coco drug butt plug, which was kind of like a red gag Coco had there, as she also had drugs. Although there were no actual drugs. Everybody to clarify, it was like I said, it was a red gag thing Coco did on As a Coco there. So, but Coco Fisher, they promoted the As a Coco butt plug and said his shit post abilities grew because of it. Coco Fisher would explain the details, saying Coco wanted him to record a video for the segment, but did give him a specific instructions on what to do. So, what's Coco? What? Sorry, what my brain fart there. Get names mixed up momentarily. So what's Coco Fisher's idea? How to do the video there, and what he wanted to do with the video. He recorded there, and he said to Coco, and she replied with "This will work." And Coco Fisher, he expressed how much fun he had recording the video and getting the chance to work with Coco there. And I remember that there was a fun. I remember that was fun. That was fun to see there. Coco Fisher and Coco get a chance to work there and stuff like that there. So yeah. On to conclusion by overall, Coco had a fantastic career as a VTuber. While she didn't have the longest career, it'll go down as one of the most impactful. Coco showed herself to be a hard worker, someone with multiple skills and talents, and was overall very positive and supportive person. It's not hard to see why she was a favorite of a lot of people. Favorite VTuber, a lot of people, yeah. Sorry, my twisted tongue there. It's not hard to see why she was a lot of people's favorite VTuber and a gateway to Hololive in the VTuber community itself. Her impact and influence will be remembered, and the people who was close or looked up to her will make sure her legacy will live on. And Chance Coco sees this. On behalf of your fans, Coco, thank you for everything you've done. I hope you are doing well, and I wish you the best, whatever lies ahead of you, Coco. So, thank you, Coco. I'll be doing well there. Well, everybody, that concludes this episode of Vtuber Chronicles, everybody. Like everyone, this is the longest episode I've done so far, but it was fun doing it there, and I had a chance to, do this on Coco there. So again, thank you, Coco, for everything. I'll be doing well there. So now we're things up for everyone. Before I head everybody, just one quick minor announcement, everybody. At episode 7, everybody. My next episode, everybody, will be focusing on another VTuber who retired around the same time as Coco there. That'd be Suzuhara Lulu from Nijisanji. So I'll make sure to have that out for y'all very soon. So I'll wrap things up for everyone. If you like what I saw here, make sure the like button, new channel, subscribe, notification icons, so you see the uploads. I'll see you next time. Until this, our banks out. Peace.